Tonopah was built on extraction, but it survived through endurance rather than wealth.
Unlike many mining towns, this road never truly led to emptiness.
Tonopah did not vanish when the mines slowed down.
Where other towns fell silent, Tonopah adjusted and remained.
History here was not abandoned. It was absorbed.
Materials chosen for survival outlasted the boom itself.
Life slowed here, but it never fully stopped.
The tools of extraction became monuments rather than relics.
Structures adapted, shifting purpose instead of collapsing.
Light still fills rooms that were never meant to go dark.
The land bears the marks of extraction, but the town learned to coexist. Tonopah became a place of transition, not abandonment.
Names remained, refusing to fade into history.
Time moved forward, but the town did not surrender to it.
Tonopah learned how to survive without relying on fortune.
This is the mining town that refused to die.
Beneath these hills, Tonopah built its first reason to exist.
What lies underground is no longer active, but it is not forgotten.
Tracks lead inward, marking paths carved by labor and risk.
Waste from progress reshaped the land long after the rush ended.
Silver veins once promised survival to anyone willing to dig.
Some passages were never meant to be safe, only necessary.
Machines remain where work once paused, not finished.
Darkness begins just beyond the reach of memory.
Even now, the mines continue their quiet work.
Some tunnels close themselves without instruction. Support systems held longer than the economy above them. Every step below ground carried weight and uncertainty.
Instructions were written directly onto stone, where mistakes could not be erased.
Decisions underground often meant the difference between return and loss.
Eventually, every path led back to the surface.
What remains beneath the hills still supports the town above.
Tonopah did not end when the mines slowed. Instead, the town learned how to wait. Production slowed, but the tools remained. Movement faded before purpose disappeared. Workdays shortened, but routines held on. The rails waited longer between arrivals.
Systems built for motion, adjusted to stillness.
Some shifts ended without replacements.
Life above ground adjusted its expectations.
Not every operation needed to continue to matter. Rules remained, even when activity declined.
People stayed because leaving was not the only option.
Maintenance replaced expansion.
Time slowed, but did not erase effort. Tonopah adjusted its rhythm to what remained.
Survival did not require noise, only patience.
Collapse did not arrive with warning. It came quietly, piece by piece. Structures failed long before people noticed. Weight finally overcame design. Small fractures marked the beginning. Depth became a liability. Equipment settled where it fell.
Buildings exposed what they could no longer hide.
Workspaces became hazards overnight. Logistics failed, along with confidence.
Barriers appeared after damage was done.
The land recorded every failure.
Some paths ended without closure.
Stability became temporary.
The collapse changed what survival meant.
Nothing fell all at once, but nothing was the same.
Leaving was an option, but not a solution.
Some stayed because this was still home.
Familiar doors mattered more than new roads.
Supply adjusted, not ambition.
Routines survived, even as crowds disappeared.
Life condensed instead of collapsing.
Local voices replaced distant promises.
News slowed, but it continued.
Institutions remained when industries faltered.
Private lives adjusted quietly.
The future required preparation, not nostalgia. Infrastructure
outlasted expectation.
Absence became part of the landscape.
Staying meant learning a new pace.
Persistence did not need an audience.
Tonopah chose to stay and endure.
These buildings were not stubborn. They were prepared.
Hands expected time to test their work.
Confidence was built into every measurement.
These spaces were meant to outlive urgency.
Public trust required permanence. Survival became an act of maintenance. Nothing here demanded replacement, only care. These roofs resisted silence.
Movement shaped these halls before abandonment ever did. Each repair was a quiet decision to stay.
Names outlasted purpose.
Endurance was uneven, but intentional.
The outside world moved on. These walls did not. Time-tested construction, not belief.
These buildings learned how to wait.
They refused to fall because they were built with time in mind. Where people left, the desert quietly began to return. Life finds cracks where stone and dust meet.
Even forgotten machines slowly return to Earth.
Nature does not rush. It simply reclaims.
Desert winds right over what humans once held. Life adapts, filling spaces we abandon.
Decay becomes a canvas for resilience.
What was once closed now opens to life.
Even the smallest cracks nurture renewal.
Human ambition slowly surrendered to time.
Boundaries blur as nature reclaims its rhythm. Life occupies what humans have vacated. Slowly, stone and earth merge again.
Even memory is layered under the desert's patience.
Tonopah yields at last, not to abandonment, but to life reclaiming its space.